Hey there. Welcome to another episode of Taryn's Triathlon Time. So this is fun. I wanted to shoot outside today because I spend so much time inside my office these days, and I love it in there. But I wanted to get outside and shoot a little bit out here. So it's a gorgeous fall morning in Southern California. It might be in the 60s, hence the sweatshirt. First off, while I have you guys here, hopefully as many of you, I wanted to let you guys know that if you've seen in Instagram a Spates Taryn, you know, deal, that is me. Unfortunately, it's not a bot. Unfortunately, last week or whatever, I was scrolling through Instagram and trying to post something, and it made me like log back on again. And in that process, I accidentally created another account. I've been really trying to delete it, but since Facebook owns Instagram, and my original Facebook email account, which is attached to my account, is like long defunct, and I added my other email account, but it won't go back to it. It's this whole thing. So basically, if you see Spates Taryn, that handle, don't feel like you have to follow me. I mean, maybe I'll post something on that handle one of these days, but I'm sorry, it's just a mistake. That's when you know you've been on Instagram too much, is when you accidentally make another account. I mean, honestly. But anyway, TP Spates is where the fun really is, so stay there. So this week has been really a fun and interesting week in recovery. I think it's safe to say, actually I'm going to find out in about an hour and a half or so, 2 hours, when I finish with my big workout of the day, if I really am kind of recovered from Kona. I think realistically I'm probably not. I mean, I'm sure, people take like a tremendous amount of time, but I feel really good. I mean, in different stages I've felt different things, but every single day has been a little bit better, and I've been judging it mainly on two big workouts that I've been consistently doing all week, which is some strength stuff, and then also some runs. So I've been doing some swims and a little bit of riding, but that's just been kind of more fun than anything else. But the runs I've been doing, like literally, it has been a complete progression. I mean, every single day is like a little creakier, a little better, until where I'm kind of like, I'm sort of feeling like myself again. If you hear that little rustle of leaves in the background, that's my two dogs playing the leaves, because it's fall and the leaves are falling, so little ambient sound there. So today, in a little while, I'm going to head out and do definitely a pretty good run workout, and that'll be a real test of where I am right now in my fitness. It's still kind of surprising to me that a week from now I'll be in New York and running another marathon that Sunday. I'm so excited about it. I'm not nervous at all, just because I love to run that distance. I mean, it's maybe something wrong with me, but I really love the 26.2 mile distance. I feel like it just is such a true test of fitness and mental strength and emotional strength, and it's like long enough to definitely give it to yourself and feel it, but it's not ridiculously long that you can like lose that much speed, or it just this perfect little, I just love that distance. So, and more than anything, I'm just excited to be there. I mean, I'm geeking it running wise right now, following Shalane and Des Linden and Steph Rothstein, like all these people I'm just so excited to be in the same race with, to be running in New York. I've always had this total romantic fantasy about New York. When I was in college, I had this dream that I wanted to live in New York for 500 days after I graduated, like no more, no less. I just figured I wanted to live in the city for 500 days. I've visited a couple times. I've never lived there. And I live in LA, so that never happened. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll still do the 500 days in New York someday. I don't know. But I'm very excited to get back there, just even for a couple days. It's a classic Taryn Tease trip. My friends used to always tease me every time about, because I'm in and I'm out really quickly. So I fly in Friday, I fly out Monday, super fast. But I'll pack in a lot, and I'm stoked to be going. So that'll be fun. What else is fun to report? I don't really know. I mean, this week In my blog, I talked about that fun travel day that I had to get home from Kona. Little things here and there kind of popping up still with Kona that are I don't know, kind of hitting me closer to home than I knew that they would, or I don't know. I think you put up sort of a bit of a wall or to get through certain things, and now I'm able to sort of feel stuff, and it is a bit of a pain, good stuff, all good stuff. Well, I shouldn't say that. Not really all good stuff. To be honest, I mean, it's funny. I'm writing my book right now, my next book, and coming up with some interesting ways of structuring it. Like if you've read my first book, 35 by 35, A Runner's Quest, this next one's not going to be like that so much. I mean, there'll be similar things to it, of course, because it's my story, and my writing, but I'm going to format it differently. I don't really want it to be just sort of like that one. Every single chapter was a marathon that I had done, so it was a lot of kind of enhanced fun race reports, and then the central through line was what was going on, basically my life. I was always, in those 18 years or whatever, I was always training for a marathon. So that was always the through line of the entire, like, my adult life. But this book, I have some kind of cool ideas with how I want to format it. And I was looking up a few words last night, like definitely like words that, we kind of spit out all the time. We use a lot, I use a lot, like passion, desire, drive, belief, faith. And one of the ones I looked up is satisfaction. And satisfaction, the definition, I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but it's basically the feeling to be satisfied and delighted or at peace with something. And the fact is, I'm not satisfied with how things went in Kona. I don't think I've ever had a race that I've truly been satisfied with. There's always been room for improvement, and I don't know. I think more than anything, I keep setting myself up for more opportunities to try to be satisfied, to have a race that I am truly happy with. I don't know if that's ever possible, but there's certain parts about that race that I'm replaying in my head that I just, are kind of tough to think about, but all in all, obviously, it was a great experience, and, you learn from it. No matter what, you learn and you grow from it, and I'm just thrilled that I had the opportunity to race there and to be there for that week. It was truly incredible. But for this next, and one thing too, I mentioned this in my episode last week, and it sounded a little sad, and I guess it is kind of sad. I said last week, I said last week was this time of year is always a little tough, a little difficult, and I've always felt that way. And I think truly, the holidays are so fun, but they're like so frenetic. And I come from a huge family, like ridiculously large family. And the holidays have always just been being pushed and pulled and going in different directions. And you never really feel like, I always feel like I'm like letting someone down or not really where you're supposed to be. I don't know, it's just tough. But for the first time ever, I don't know, last like 20, 30 years, I mean, no joke, I'm excited about the holidays. Like, I'm excited about this time of year. I'm excited about this time of my life. I know I use that word way too much, but that's just the truth. I just feel like right now is a good time, a good little groove. Clearly Blue feels the same way. And I think in her little cameo here, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend. It's Friday. I might jump back in and let you know, or at least in one of my stories, how my run went. I'm super stoked about that today. It's gonna be a biggie. And enjoy your weekend.